Hello, good people of YouTube. Welcome to another edition of my daily crypto market updates. Hasn't been daily as much because there's a lot's been going on in my life. I've been getting this printing business that I have going on, really expanding. Sorry for the delay. I'm going to try to do, for the meantime, I'm going to be doing higher time frame updates, at least 1 hour and above. I'll get the 15-minute if it's necessary. But I am just trying to integrate this whole thing into my schedule a lot better, and it's just going to take some time. So bear with me. With that being said, we're going to get right into it. We're starting off with Bitcoin here. I'm going to just zoom out a little bit to the 3 hour just to give us some more perspective. So I'm sure we all know we had that, the big 50% correction. We've had this straight consolidation here. And what's got me really bullish at the moment is the fact that we had a swing failure right here. I mean, we've got all this, we got all this consolidation, okay, from this low, all of this. So we had this, what seemed to me as a stop run because of just the way that we closed below this swing, as well as all the this swing right here. And we just had essentially a perfect traditional series, extension series, and we're still in the expanded extension series. We came really close to stopping it out at 35,382, but we are still bearish in this move down. But why am I bullish? It's because we had a stop. We broke this pivot and we reversed right away. Closed well above this pivot here, and it just so happens that we zoom out even farther, that this demand zone and this consolidation from this previous from over here back in the beginning of 2021. We wicked the bottom of the demand zone and we closed above, so we're really looking good here. While I am still cautious because of, again, we've got this expanded extension series from here all the way down to here, which will be giving us a short target, okay, at 26,610. Now that is still a potential, okay. But what do I actually think is going to happen? I think we're going to get some liquidity burning, essentially. So we've got this reversal here. Obviously we didn't get a full all the way halfway back here, but what I'm expecting is a full all the way halfway back. Now we could have from this high, we obviously reversed here at the 382, and we have broken that high now. I'm going to be waiting for the candle close at 12 p.m. Noon Pacific time, so that's 1900 UTC. And I'll be expecting, essentially, if this closes below this swing here, if we get a swing failure on this degree, then I'm going to be expecting this low to be taken out, and we're going to be going straight to the entry, and which will give us, the entry being 31,830, second entry at 31,117, and that'll give us a target of 36,281 and a bullish above 30,578. Really, guys, that's like a last stand for me. I mean, we are just getting, on this degree at least, it's just getting crushed. If we continue this series down, then we're really going to need to see some amazingly bullish action in order to get going. But again, with the way that we had the swing failure here, that is a very bullish sign in my opinion. Even though we do have, if you're trading the shorts, I would actually go heavier in terms of risk profile. And I would go lighter in the risk profile for the longs, just because we're fucking for sure in a downtrend. That's just how it is, and we've just broke the low. But again, we have closed above this previous low, and we're still in the demand zone, trading above, and hopefully we're going to be getting a nice all the way halfway back to take us higher. Moving on, we are going to go straight to Ethereum. It's very similar. I mean, basically the exact same. Obviously we know on the larger degree, we've got this demand zone, which we are now trading above, and we did bounce at the low of this demand zone. It was another swing failure in that we took out these lows, so there's lots of stops here. I mean, you can bet there's billions of dollars worth of stops on these lows. We took it out and we closed right above, so that is essentially a stop run in my book. And if we are going to be bullish, then here's what it's going to look like. Let's get not on the 15-minute, go to the hour. This is what it's going to look like. I would imagine, you can see I've been tracking this, actually. I've been trading from this low. It's been pretty nice so far. We do have this correction channel on this degree, which we got a front run of the all the way halfway back. Do I think that we're going to hit it again? I actually do, if we get a daily close that is, sorry, not a daily close, a hourly close under this swing here. If we don't, then obviously we'll just continue this micro series all the way up to 2126, as that's the target for this, all the way halfway back, and this entry being 1871, second entry 1831, with a bullish above 1800. Obviously the macro, again guys, the bullish above on the macro is 1344, but there's a lot of people that would be scared at an under $1,500 Ethereum, I'm sure. Moving forward, we're going to go to the altcoin index. It's actually been doing really well. I'm sure that, Ethereum is probably a heavy weight on this altcoin index, but there's other things like EOS, XRP, Stellar, all these big coins that could really looking like a really good reversal. I mean, this is significant higher highs here and higher lows. So we're really doing good. Good reversal at the resistance here, or excuse me, the support. It's hard to say if we're going to be coming back down to here because we have activated it. So for all intents and purposes, we're going, you can't even see the target at 3,300, because the target is, I'll move it for, there you go, is right on the 50 short. So that actually could be providing some confluence for, if you're kind of looking for some market neutral and or, short and long, then you could have longed this and then taken your profits here at the 50, as well as hit a short. And the short, if we're going to be playing that, then it's going down to 2067. Longs again going up to 3,300. We still, on the larger degree, we still have our daily. Here we are, our daily long, all the way halfway back with the demand zone still held. And again, it's swing failure pattern in that we broke this low, but we closed above this low. Okay. So now it's just for me, because of that is a really bullish sign. I'm going to be trading the longs, but really, I with FTX, they have the move contracts. That's probably something I'm going to be doing, using as the move contracts, because it can be direction agnostic, dependent upon what the strike price is. But that's another conversation. So for, again, the altcoin index, we are looking for a target of the longs, which again is a traditional series, guys. Okay, so we're actually, we're not just in an all the way halfway back, we're in a traditional series. This was the first one here, which was a great trade. It went straight to the 50, perfect reversal, literally within 3 hours. It was at target, and it, good reversal, closed below the target. So we're trading the traditional series here, while the short traditional series is in play. Okay, like, you don't want to really be trading against the larger degrees. While this correction channel looks fucking nice, okay, like, it's barely even a correction channel. It's just the way that the channel is interacting with the price is really nice. Correction channels kind of insinuate that, there's the impulsive move, there's the volatile movement in one direction, and then a correction obviously is correcting that move. Now, normally a correction doesn't break a low, or let's say in a bull market, like a correction would have been this move up, and we would have stayed internal. The retracement would have stayed internal, but we did break the low. Just like the others, we got a swing failure. So this is what's really having me bullish on everything here. Moving on, we're gonna go to the DeFi index. Still in shorts as well in terms of the series that we're seeing from here we are right here. From this high, we've got the traditional that was a front run, actually met target there, and we've been trading extensions the whole way down. Again, we have a swing failure pattern, which really reduces the probability of this short actually continuing, and gives more probability towards the longs taking over, or the bulls taking over. If we are to see the bears retain control, we're going to need them to hold below 67.50, and they're going to be looking for a target of 45.41. If the bulls take over, which they can, because we've got it all the way halfway back that met the entry, and we've got a good reversal, they're looking for a target of 71.40, and the entries were 59.25, 57.30. Moving on, we are looking at the Dragon Index. This one is really bullish in terms of the way that the micro, I'll just to show you, the micro series is working out from, actually, let's not get so deep. Let me show you a little more relativity. Sorry, guys. So from the high, we have a really nice short series. We got the traditional series, and then it goes into an extension, which barely made it. Okay, stick saved. We broke the low there, but because this is still active, we didn't change our pivots, and then eventually it it hasn't met target. We do have the setups to take us to target, but with us trading these swing failures, actually, you know what? Dragon is less of a swing failure here because we've got this pivot and this pivot. It did break, but we did not close below above these pivots. So this is kind of adding to the bear case. I will be honest. I mean, we've got a strong series down on this larger degree. Extension series, and then we've even got here traditional series as well as extension, although this is the first extension. Okay, so of this degree, this move down, it's in an extension. It's not extension series or anything like that. So we don't actually trade the extension, so let me be very clear about that. The extension is an observation trade. We don't trade it, we observe it. It's one of those things that the market has to tell us that we're okay to be trading in such a either bullish or bearish environment. This would be extremely bearish if this also held and if the short met its target at 1832. If it's going to hold, it's going to need to stay below 3200. If the longs are going to take over, and with the way that it's looking, there's a good possibility with this grind up that's happening, because we had our first traditional here, just like many of the others. Let's get it right on. There's our first traditional, got a reversal at target, and there's the anchor for the traditional series, straight to it, reversal at the 618, looking good, and even on the lower degree there, we had another all the way half a back, moving up, and with this one is actually trading extensions. So here we'll go to the 15-minute for more clarity. So here's the larger setup. The all the way half a back there, met target, and we are in an extension here, which met. Okay, so I wouldn't have taken this trade. Again, the extension is an observation trade, but it is telling us that there is some bullish action going on. And if you even want to get down to the 3-minute, now again, I only go to the 3-minute for serious like clarity's sake, and in this case, it's warranted. So we've got this is the high of the extension. What you would have done is after the high, because it did blast through, you would have tried something like this. Okay, but then it broke right here, right? So then you'd be expecting this high down to the. You'd be expecting an expanded extension is what you'd be expecting, and I'll zoom out just to give more perspective. But this is what happens. So it's 15-minute. This would be because this extension met. Oops. There we go. Because this extension met target and it didn't activate another extension off of this pivot, you'd be expecting an expanded extension, which would be the low of it would be on this previous high to the current high. But what happens when price? Sorry. What happens when price? Breaks the extension setup but makes another high, such as right here. It reactivates, quote unquote, reactivates that extension. So in that case, because we actually we didn't even hit the pivot lock or extension entry at the 382. It's still no man's land, quote unquote, until we got this new high. Now that we got this new high, we can come here and it's reactivated the extension. And what do we get? We get a entry at the 382, and we are pumping up. Now, am I going to say that it's going to just fucking keep going from here? Who knows? If it is, then we're going to be bullish above 29.44 and a target of 29.98. That's on the 3-minute, the very micro. When it comes to the 15-minute and 1 hour, we're looking for a bullish above, we're looking for a target of 3,053, and we're bullish above 25.61 on the traditional series. The lower degree is looking really good. I still do expect, maybe on Bitcoin we'll see. But I still do expect some kind of definition to be given by the hourly close if we're going to be dumping or not. And if we are, then I'm going to expect this low to be taken out as a stop run and just go up from there. But that's, again, if these shorts don't take control or don't retain control. Moving on, we are going to go to the exchange index. Very similar. We have the first traditional here. Sorry, guys. I just really like these to be on point. And then we're in the traditional series for the longs. Oh, wrong tool. For the longs, that was look at that. Perfect 50 entry within 3 bars was at the target. And we have a good correction channel here. This is what I was talking about before, that the correction, it was internal to the previous or to the pivot. So this was pivot 0, or excuse me, 0%, 100%. We stayed internal. We didn't break 0%. So that's why a correction channel, it has a lot more probability of being true in that kind of situation. For this degree, we're looking at a bullish above 58.79 and a target of 67.58. These are huge percentage setups, okay? Like really large. The entry was 6,072, and the second entry 59.62. While just like before, I think it was the DeFi. The target is within the bearish setup, and that is what does it look like? It looks like, okay, this is from the high. This is what exchange is looking like. We've got a traditional extension which met target there, good reversal at target. We climbed up, and we had a traditional that perfectly reversed at target, I believe. Let's see. Yep. Oh no, it was even a front run. Okay, so that didn't actually meet, so that could have been an indicator of further droppage. But what happened after that? Obviously, we got the swing failure here, closed well above whatever you call that, doji or something. I'm not a candlestick analyst, but I do like seeing closes above swings. So because of that, we trade our longs on the 1 degree lower. And this is obviously the 9 hours, so there's a lot going on, a lot of time here. Just to conclude this one and moving forward, we're going to get, again, our bullish above 58.79, target 67.58. But that is if the shorts don't retain control, with the entry being 66.89 and a bearish below 73.13. We really want to see this break with good volume, and stay consistently above, because otherwise it could really add to the bearish case. Moving on, we got the Midcoin index. I just got rid of it. 1 second. Green. Okay, mid. Sorry about that. This has already met its entry for the short. That could be signifying more down, and that's what's kind of making me feel like we're going to get a break of this low. If it happens, great, we get another chance to enter. If not, we've already entered at the traditional series long, and the way that we're getting reactions at longs, as well as the swing failure pattern at the higher degree. Let's see that. Is this one even as much as a swing failure? No, it's not even as much as a swing failure as the others. And this actually broke the largest degree setup. So I have said before that the mid caps do like to move, more volatile in either direction, for good or bad. I will say that, let's go to the daily and see what that looks like. We closed below this. Oh no, actually, what am I talking about? This? That's a very good sign. This is the demand zone. Hold on, I had that drawn wrong. So we closed above the demand zone, so that adds to the bullish. The only thing that is different here is that the fact that we didn't close on the daily above the previous, so it's technically not a swing failure trade, but the demand zone is holding, and that is looking good. So back to the 1 hour, I'm looking at longs here, traditional series, and that's looking for a target of 29.22, bullish above 24.27. But if bears are going to retain control, it's going to be bearish below 29.94 with a target of 2012. Next is the privacy index. This one, you can see this is some serious consolidation. Which way it's going to go, who knows? It kind of seems like it wants to break up, but we are getting a little reversal, potentially a little reversal after breaking this high. Could be a stop run, who knows? All I know is that we have a traditional series here that we've been getting front runs a lot on this. I don't know if there's just extra overt bullishness on the privacy index or not. Something that is adding to the fact that this could be over bullishness, or maybe just taking us to a larger degree setup, is that, from the high, the shorts, we've had this traditional met target, nice reversal. It would have broken the extension, but just like I said before, we never hit the, I'll show you. We never hit the series, the traditional series. We didn't even hit the pivot lock. We came close, but we didn't. So we went into an extension, which traded. There's the low, hit the entry. We broke the low, but we still didn't break the setup. We got it really faked. It faked me out, faked a lot of people out. But here's the reversal at the 618, the second entry for the short, and perfect reversal at target here. which is a swing failure pattern. Okay, like see, here's the swing. We closed above at a reversal at a target. So really could be adding to the bullish bias here. Maybe that's why we're getting such large front runs on each of these smaller setups. To conclude the privacy index, we are bullish above 25.53, looking for a target of 29.07. If we do get to the shorts, which being extensions, it's got a lot to travel in order to get there. We could trade these smaller degrees here, but once the larger degree setups meet their target, it's called no man's land, in that like we don't basically these smaller degree setups, their probability of actually trading goes a lot lower. Because the larger degree setups has already taken profit. That's basically more money the larger the setups, the larger degree setups there are. So when there's a lot of liquidity doing things, that's smart money. So we follow the smart money. If we are going to be staying the bearish case, we're just going to be taking a series up, the traditional series up, whatever it turns into, maybe an extension, all the way up to 37.10, which is our short entry. 40,071 is the second entry, and we're bearish below 43.44. If that fails, then obviously we'd pull this back for all the way halfway back, but we'd be trading the longs for sure. Okay. Moving on, we go to the shitcoin index. Same exact thing. So it's so much of the same here going on. It's actually kind of crazy. The correlation. It's intended to be correlated. This is maybe not intended, but this is the crypto market. Crypto market indices, so it's not like there's going to be, we're just looking for asymmetry where it exists. Like for example, like with the exchange or the dragon perp, there wasn't a swing failure pattern, so maybe you don't go as hard on that one. Anyway, I digress. We have swing failure here. It wicked. Oh, I did it again. I wonder why I'm doing that. Here's the demand zone. We'll get the demand zone. We're still trading within, which is great. If we get above this demand zone and we stay above, we'll potentially be using the top here as some support in the future. That would be really nice. But that's only if the bears aren't going to retain control. But I will say, hold on, let's analyze this real quick, because yes, I see. Okay, so there is, let's find the short series here, because it does look like it exists. So here's the first one, or the first traditional, and then we're looking, it looks like it's a traditional series here, and I don't even know if it met target. It might have. No, it hasn't met target yet. So here's the short that we're looking for. There you go. I know this is getting kind of crowded. I'm not liking it either. Let me clean this up. Okay, that's a little bit better. This we can get rid of because it's not actually even considered yet. So on the largest degree, we've got a traditional series. It's actually looking for a target of 37.04, which lines up very nicely to this short that we have yet to break, which is an extension of this micro degree, or excuse me, expanded extension. If we're going to be bearish on that degree, which is going to couple the larger degree, then we're going to need to hold below 47.33. And that's also going to be looking for a target of 30, 32, 30.74 around there. There's some good confluence down there. So we'll see if that happens, although the bulls could hold, and if they do, we're looking at 41.15 as the bullish above, and our target is 48.77. Moving on, and last but not least, the Uniswap index. We've got, on the largest degree, do we have a short series we can follow? Let's take a look. And guys, I haven't charted the shorts because I kind of want you to see the process that this goes through, that I do in order to trade. So we've got the first one there. Then here we have, obviously this is the benefit of hindsight. We'd be looking for the traditional series if the extension doesn't hold, and obviously it didn't. So come on, there you go. There's the second traditional, and we get a third traditional, which might have met target. Yeah, it did. This is trading very, very cleanly, so we might have actually some serious bearish power here because of the way that this is trading. We've got, here's the reversal 618, reversal front run of the 50, and then there's a reversal just as a piercing of the 618, but we closed below, and a perfect reversal at target, closing above as well. Here we also got the swing failure. We've closed above the previous swing, and so that's going to be leading me to believe that we might be having a nice bullish reversal, which we're getting. I just want to see us continue that with the series up. If the bulls are going to be taking over, we've got a bullish above of 34,175 and a target of 40,750. If the bears are going to retain control after we get a little bit of a rally, we're going to be looking at a short entry of 41,725 and a target of 27,600. We're going to need the bears to hold below 45,700. Guys, that is all the indices for FTX's indices. I appreciate you watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share this as much as you can, please. We're at the beginning of this channel, and I'd love to get this out to provide some value for a lot of the traders out there that are on the edge. This has been Smiley, the hippie of Risk Street. Thanks so much for watching.